Alright guys, so I'm going to share with you what I've been going through with this team and why it's named so amazingly. This team is cursed, so I suggest you never use it. But I know a lot of you guys are thrill seekers, so you will anyway. When I tell you guys, load this team up. The worst, it's not even a good team, truth be told, but if that's a baxcallibur, we're going to use it. The worst string of, I mean, like turn, like the last turn you about to win, crit, hack, miss, flinch. I mean, just, and Chiyu is the worst thing ever because it flinches and crits you. Like, both are possibilities. And I'm like, okay. And so it lost me God knows how many points. I switched teams, load up a normal team, get all them back. I'm like, okay, let's record this again. String of the same thing. And then I'm like, okay, try again, get the points back. And so I've just given up. And also the mic. So you have, I don't know if you, for you recorders, my internal mic was what was recording. So the last live where I was like, okay, fuck it. You know, string of the same bullshit. I was like, fuck it, guys. I'm just going to have it. I start listening to the audio and it's a fucking internal mic. So I got to record this again. This team is cursed. But the upside is I'm getting a lot of data. So I think making baxcallibur do work may be the hardest thing of all time. These Tauros forms are annoying as shit to this team. I don't know how it beats it. No, that's a lie. The Tauros water may be it, but the Tauros fire, impossible. I really need to look up those thing stats. Very weak to Ghost. So Hazards plus Ghost eats this guy's lunch. So phase 1 is gonna involve. I knew you'd lead Loom. We don't want Sash being a bitch. Tauros water. Is this? Did he know I was gonna? This guy is the GOAT. What just happened to me? Did he know that I was going to U-turn? Is this guy the greatest to ever do it? So this seems like insanely bad, like of a play, but I'm actually gonna go to my. What's his rocker? I can't hazard control versus that, but he doesn't do well versus that anyway. I'm gonna go to this in stealth route. Now this kind of looks crazy on a water fighting type, right? But I have reason. This bulk up Rocky helmet. What the fuck? Okay, does this shit have good SPDF? Cause Mans has no dragon switching. Yeah, I'm just gonna eviscerate this. I don't think you have good defenses. Oh man, I look like King Kong right now. I'm not even gonna terrestrialize. Data Tauros water. He renamed it to Tauros. this scumbag. Actually, maybe you didn't. Paldea water. Somebody please explain to me what these things are. No, SPDF is rubbish. His HP is trash too. You're gone. You're gone. I was gonna terrestrialize Dragon Intro to kill, but why use it if I'm not sure what Terra type I want? Skirtilage. I always call it that. I don't know why. Skirtilage. I don't know why he went this when I have a whole ass Tinglao on the field. You know what I'm saying? A whole Tinglao. I could technically. Well, he may have the Terra, the young Terra torch songs. Okay, so that's all. I don't want any more nonsense from you. Shandy Shocks. Katarine. This could be his hazard here. I don't know. We'll see. Sandy Shocks. I'm like, why am I not? Like, doesn't he just lose to my Dragon Ball right now? Like, what stops that from being a reality? Probably gonna hazard. Loom could come out here. Loom's well overdue. No. So yeah, the Glomora. This could go a couple different ways. He could go for the mortal spin. He could hazard. These don't ever run T-Spikes, which is the most relevant hazard right now. So what we'll do is Corviknight, then pivot back to Pult. Say Power Gems. He's flying. Oh. Okay. So Power Gem flying. Interesting. My man said no. Alright, guys. Okay, so that actually may be the first win it's ever received in life. No, it wasn't, but when I tell you guys, that's the most neutral luck. Hitting the Draco versus the Tauros, hitting the Stealth Rocks on the field, because even those miss, man. Bruh. It was to the point where I just started busting out laughing, because I was like, you can't be serious, Lord Almighty. Like, what have I done? I'm just trying to use... I know I'm defying you by trying to make Baxcallibur look like a good Pokemon, but oh, this shit, I know this shit gets Revival Blessing or some shit like that. Ooh, it's gonna be an issue. I don't know what to expect here. Somebody's gonna terrestrialize in my face. I'm not with it, truth be told. Not with it at all. Let's find out what this does. There's no ground immunity. Don't know what to expect here, truth be told. Let's just start off with no, because I guard pretty shittily against the fucking King's Gambit. I doubt that's what he'd want to fire off with. Hatterene is great, especially if he chooses to terrestrialize immediately. There are a couple reasons I'm okay with Hatterene, and there are a couple reasons I'm not. Nuzzle Hatterene is a bitch for this team. And he may nuzzle. I never know which ones they are. So nuzzle won't be the end of the world for me. I want to punish his Draining Kiss with Rocky Helmet if possible. Trick Room. Oh, whoa, whoa. Is that classic Eruption Cold? Thank God I have a fucking beast. Will the beast be enough? The beast is always enough. Will the beast be enough? Come on, the beast is always enough. He may hard switch back to Hatterene. I think he wants to see how much this does, though. I know I don't die. Tinglu. There's one thing Tinglu doesn't do, is doesn't die to one fucking move. Never. And that's a good... I might live again. Going for rocks is too risky. Yes. I wanted to rocks, truth be told. Trick Room has one turn. But, because he's Trick Room, he can Revival Blessing back that Torkoal, though. Yeah, so I have to bluff Body Press here. Because he heads. Didn't expect head. Didn't expect head. I'm funny. Didn't expect head there. So many ways I could go with that one. But again, I'm fearing he terrified, so he actually can't. He can't escape. Can't escape. He doesn't know enough. He could go hard King Gambit. If he does, so be it. Because it's max, because it's minus. King Gambit's actually a problem. I don't have. King Gambit's actually a problem. I need to be wary of this thing. I keep bluffing the Body Press. I don't really have it, you know. I'm just capping. That Revival Blessing shit is a bitch. So it kowtows or whatever the fuck that shit is called. And now we go to the Baxcallibur. An Earthquake. What is type is this? Bug Psychic actually kind of eats hits. He leaves it in. I was hoping, because Baxcallibur with Swords Dance can be so devastatingly scary, that he may do such a thing. I need this thing gone. Because I'm guessing he has to get a free switch into that thing. And Torkoal coming back would be devastating, because I don't have any rocks. So I think I have to proactively go about this and Hatterene him first. I don't think he knows I'm banded, but at this point, Curse. Very interesting. Didn't I just U-turn here? One, we're stalling out Trick Room, but it gives me all the leverage. Curse and Trick Room. Don't think you can curse twice. So yeah, Iron Hands comes in as attack boosting Court Drive. The Iron Hands. This thing is part fighting, right? Yeah. So Hatterene. Yeah, with that attack boost, this thing is gonna be doing damage. Hatterene might be faster on the trigger. I doubt it though. I don't know if this thing 94, which is actually an upside here because I get to get all the health back. And so if I Calm Mind this turn, Bug Psychic. If I Calm Mind this turn, I faster next turn. He has no fairy resist, so I get all my health back pretty much with a free +1. Then he goes to this shit, which I just attack. I don't know what the fuck. I know it's about to use the damn thing, which is very cool. Does it give up half your health or something like that? What does it do? I know I'm not super concerned about the Revival Blessing because I can Terra Fire. So if he goes to the King's Gambit, I Terra Fire on his Iron Head and kill it. If he goes to Torkoal, I Terra Fire on his Eruption and +1 already. So I just +2 before he attacks me because he doesn't have Trick Room up. So very cool. And then I could obviously weaken his Eruption every turn. He didn't go for the Blessing. I can't believe it won 2 games, guys. So that's what it really wanted. It wanted acknowledgement. I want you to tell me how cursed of a team I am. And so once I named it, it was like, this is a very cool Pokemon. I've been using. Well, I used it last live. I enjoyed it a lot. Ideal situation is to get rid of Glomora. Tinglo or Dongdozo. Those two should just not be paired, man. Imagine when Clef comes back, bro. Clef's not in the game. Oh, no, fuck no, it's not in the game. I'd have seen it. Clef's in the game and I haven't seen it. He's super Dragon Weak, though. Super Dragon Weak. So Rocks plus catching this Dondozo with a young Gale Brush or whatever the fuck that shit is called. Then it's just Icicle Crash batterings after that. So I had to control fairly easily. I've seen Terra Grass Glomora quite a bit, and so having Tinglo come in on a Shadow Ball versus a Draco, I'll ball because he may fear Bandit. Interesting. Assault Vest. No, you're Max Pedef. Very interesting stuff just now. See your Max Pedef, but you got a Spore. If I stay in a Shadow Ball and you don't Spore, you're done for in this town. Hatterene's too good though. Hatterene's like low key to win condiciones. And if it specs Terra Fairy, Gallade, we got to make sure that we're fully equipped, fully prepared for the onslaught. Man, this is a tough turn. Again, it's very low risk for him to Spore. I can't play this game safely. His team's too tricky versus mine. If he Sludge Bombs, kudos. But the way, for how long I'm taking, I doubt he Sludge Bombs. He Giga Drains, which I guess would have kind of worked. Not really. No, obviously now you're fearing Sludge Bomb. I'm debating whether or not I allow him to hit me. This is really important. Hopefully I don't get lucked. He goes Glomora hard, which is odd. Unless he has Sludge Wave. Sludge Wave / Mortal Spin. I'll go Corviknight first. Say yeah, Sludge Wave. That's rare. That's some rare shit. Sludge Wave, Rocks, Power Gem. So we out for Polt here. Man, he made me look like a beast. Couple ways we can go about this. If he's sashed, if he's Swords Dances and isn't, and this can snowball very quickly. What I know he won't go for ever is Terra Fairy, Terra Blast. Okay, he may have been sashed still. So now we trick Among Us. Oh, we got the young thing Lao. This is beautiful because now he has to EQ if he wants to anticipate my Hatterene. The Glamora might not even be anything but spin. This being battered down with Hydros means that I shot a ball away his team with the hazards up. It's a ballsy play to go for Earthquake, but he's a ballsy guy. He's gonna go for it. He really spiked. I think that was a horrible play. I mean, the amount of times I'm like, there's no way he goes for a hazard because that's a horrendous play. Like, for this very reason. You are dumb weak to Hatterene. Like, dumb weak to Hatterene. You never want to be in a position where this Hatterene is in and has a free turn. 2 Psyshock, whatever it wants. Right? And so, and you have a spike up. Like, it's such a low reward, high risk play. And so I'm always like, there's no way he has it. And I've had times where I didn't go to the Hatterene and they went for the low risk play, and I'm like, bro, I'm mad that worked. And so because there was, you know, I lose some health from Earthquake, it matters, but him getting up a hazard for free there as I potentially miss Hydro Pump would be devastating for me. So I was like, okay, if we're gonna weigh these risk rewards here, I think we're better off on this end. And you know, that's what the case was. So Terra Fairy here is a bitch. This particular triple fairy stat is quite uncomfortable. Quite uncomfortable indeed. Oh, I almost ran out of time. Oh, he says the thank God. I don't know why he did that. Will-O-Wisp here. Come, bruh! The fucking cursed team, dude. The fucking cursed team, bruh. That is so fucking lame. Are you serious, man? And that's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you win a game of Pokemon. That is how it's done, ladies and gents. It's not over. I'm not gonna give up. Not gonna give up. I'm very aggravated. Incredibly so. Incredibly so. Trick, huh? It keeps getting better. It keeps getting better, guys. Fuck me, bro. Fortunately, it doesn't have a flying resist. Right, so Tinglo being Choice Scarf. Oh, wow. Great bird, that's... Okay. And he doesn't have any good ghost resists. I mean, you always Earthquake here. I mean, if he spikes again and didn't learn his lesson the first time. Actually, it doesn't matter if he spikes, if he Earthquakes. Ruination. What's the downside of me Calm Minding if he Ruinations again? You could go down Dozo. Yeah, I should have Calm Minded there. Because the Cerro Ledge or whatever the fuck the shit is called can come in here. And can just Swords Dance. It's crazy to me. Because this shit should be burnt or dead. From the fucking Banded Ice Crash. But at least you guys got a glimpse of what I was talking about and why I named this team what it was. That's just the tip of the tip of the tip of the iceberg of what was happening. Like that's annoying and all, but it was like way worse, way worse. I mean, we're gonna grab one more and wrap it up there. The biggest piece of luck was the icicle crash missing. We were in the game until that. Not having any damage on it wasn't acceptable. Is it Scarf? Why'd you lead this? If you're not Scarf, if you're Scarf under Sun, very cool. Scarf under Sun with an attack boost. If he is, so be it. I won't lose the game if I lose this, but I lose a lot of momentum if I. Well, if he's Scarf, he stays into Dragon Move or Crunch. Steel, Terra Steel, interesting. So you're going for broke already. So you're no longer a Dragon type, and are you Dragon Dancing already? Because the reason I mentioned that is that Corviknight's body press would go ham on him, but Rotom, if he chooses to Dragon Dance, I don't want say Crunches, and now he's actually weak to Tingle, which is super funny to me. He doesn't have a ground resist now. Earthquake all the time, because 1 Steel type, 2 Hatterene, 3 Torkoal. I could see him rogue going hard Torkoal here on some like rogue shit. No leftovers is good for us. There's nothing that will pivot in on this particular mod that will threaten it. He could go to the little grass thing, but it's outside of Sun. Great Tusk makes sense too though. Problem is I defog every time. You double the Torkoal, I U-turn, Ice Spinner. Yikes. I'd be very surprised if this had rocks on it. Over Torkoal. It could have spikes. I don't see an item. Could be Rocky Helmet, it could be. I don't want Hatterene versus Torkoal though. It's 5 rocks. If he's Rocky Helmet and goes for rocks as I U-turn, that's not a good situation for us. So what I'll do is, if he CCs and is Rocky Helmet, that's also not great. With Brave Bird, Torkoal might come in, which I figured as much. I'm still at a range where I'm good, and I get the switch initiative here. The Torkoal is probably the rocker. I've measured the worst case scenarios there, and since the Hatterene, okay, interesting. We did not expect the Chiyu. This could. I think if he specs, he can kill me in 1 hit. Now we'll know he specs though. So, yeah, I will just Earthquake. He's Scarf and overheated. So you give me the biggest problem to my team. Unless you have Solar Beam, like I'm not allowing you to do shit. It's already terrestrialized. He's just gonna attack me. It's too big of an issue. Flamethrower though, I didn't expect Flamethrower. So you have the attack boost now. You're quite the strong threat to me. Again, I don't see an item. It could be choiced, but the question is, what are we planning to win with? And I think, well, he's Terra Steel now, so I can't Ice Shard with the Galvy. CC into Ice. Do I Calm Mind? My Hatterene is great. Unless he Headlong Rush, but he CCs as he should. And you can't guard against my Draining Kiss. Even if you Headlong Rush with the attack boost. Or Earthquake with the Headlong. I mean, it could be Headlong Rush. He has Ice Spinner and CC. He might just be full rogue. There could be Assault Vest too. So many options. But, yeah, this position, I mean, I'm afraid of him headlong rushing as I call mine. So if he goes to Skull Lane, it's not gonna do shit. Like, I'm not gonna do shit to it. I only have 2 turns of. He's used his Terra type, so he can't use Terra Blast. Which is probably why he Flamethrower, because he's like, well, if I growth, I'm not getting past the Dragapult anyway. Unless it has Dazzling Gleam, which I think it learns. I don't know. But next time we'll hard Dragapult, which he has nothing for. Dragapult just destroy. Well, is it even best to hard Dragapult? Let's see. Okay, he does headlong rush, which is what I was afraid of. Phew, man, we fucking won. Okay, since that's only 25 minutes, we'll try to win one more game. That battle was quite short. And it's funny, I just complimented the whole Ghost Knight thing. I was like, it's a cool mon, and then it just destroys me. Okay. Dondos are so popular. So popular. Very weak too. Terra Dragon, Dragapult. I mean, just mercs every time it comes in kind of guy. There's some ways I can see it being stopped. The Galva Rush, my Dragon types here, handsome. We gotta keep Sanctuary at the utmost, Corviknight at the utmost, and we're probably gonna keep the Scarf on Rotom. Though those things like to run Sucker Punch, so it's hard to say. Hatterene Fire could do a work too, but he has 2 pretty powerful ground types on the Dondozo, so I doubt that's gonna be terrestrialized. My thing is these, so why would I terrestrialize anyway? Watch this be Dragon, a Fairy type Dragapult. I mean Dragon, you know what I'm saying? It should be Fairy type. Goldengo. It's not gonna enjoy it though. Yeah, it's not gonna enjoy it. Are you scarfed? It's the question. The question in all our minds. So Rotom doesn't need to be a full for any particular reason. We don't want to get tricked. Yeah. Oh yeah. And you don't got nothing for this Hydro Pump Smoke. You got nothing for this Hydro Pump Smoke. He's likely chomping. Chomp probably doesn't get too killed. Dondozo makes sense. I don't think he's gonna risk me Volt Switching. Or he's gonna double trick. It's pretty risky, dog. Fuck. The Goldengo is dead. Now he knows what I'm locked into. No Dragon resists anyone. He leaves it in for some godforsaken reason, but I should not have Shadow Ball damage on me. Rotom. I need you to get the fuck together. Who are we kidding? These moves miss for a reason, right? Hacks is guaranteed. And something I'm putting out soon, we'll get into that. Hacks is guaranteed. Guaranteed. Curse. They just like to curse. When shit's going haywire, all they say is go Dondozo and curse. So we're gonna Terra Dragon here. We might one shot close, but we don't get Spadef drops. It goes for liquidation instead of wave crash. Gone. So Terra Dragon eats everybody's lunch at this point. This is dangerous. That's why I have both Will-O-Wisp, Scarf, and Trick. We're gonna just go predictable. Corviknight, predictable, real predictable. Ice Spinner and he's Life Orb. Cool. Roost first. Iron Moth is a bitch, but we got young Tinglu, and he can't double to anything that's relevant. He knows the Tinglu is coming. He knows. I have no reason to do anything extra. I could go Pulp, but like a Spec Sludge Wave would do me in. Very good play there, like in knowing to. Problem is you don't do shit versus the young Lu. Young Tinglu just has its way. We Earthquake here every time. The primary reason for this is the only switch-ins he'd have are the Great Tusk. I mean, offensively would be the Shampoo. There's no point in me going for hazards in Corviknight at this point. Guards against the Great Tusk infinitely, or it should at least. Oh, I got rid of the helmet. You're a smart guy. This guy is no fool. Defog once again. Iron Moth should rear its ugly head again, and we're gonna rinse and repeat that process. Should Fire Dances this time. I thought he'd but that makes sense. You expect me to overextend. As Great Tusk rears his ugly ass head once again. Close combat makes a lot of sense. At this point, Hatterene thinking. Like if he CC's into it, KOs me. CC is the only thing he could do to 2 KO me if he has it. Brick Break. Okay, so you only have Brick Break. You're irrelevant. You're an irrelevant Pokemon then. So a knockoff into. It's funny because Bax's Choice Band is actually not useful here. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get Bax to do some shit. This is a speed tie at most. Earthquakes. Actually, never mind. We're killing this shit. I don't want to risk this tie. Yeah, get out of my sight. Especially because Iron Moth is a non-Pokemon, so Tinglu coming in. Well, actually, let's kill some mons instead of playing. What? How did I just die? He specs. Wow. Oh, that was a big blunder on my end. Surprised he sludge waved. I guess he's like, well, I need this shit gone. Actually, dude, really, that was a stupid fucking play I just did just now. Upside, I guess, you know, this is getting bodied every time it comes in along with the Tinglu, which he'll probably go hard into, as he should. Garchomp makes the most sense though. What the fuck? How did he just kill my How did he just kill my Dragapult? I'm fully dragon now, right? I need to. That's actually that was just silly of me. I'm fully dragon now, right? So we always go Hatterene here. Man, that was actually pretty silly of me. I just wasted my Bolt out of impatience, and then I say, okay, it's the opponent's fault. It's the opponent's fault, I tell you. When I do dumb shit like that, that looks offensive. I know the no attack investment roll. He might still have the item, but the upside is that Rotom's. Oh my god. Rough skin. Oh yeah, this guy is fucking the GOAT, bro. This guy is truly the greatest of them all. Why would you fucking Stealth Rock there? Okay. Don't agree with it, but hey. So we, this is actually a bitch. It doesn't mean that Sanctuary has an easier time. I want to be careful of his Shame Pow though. Let's see, Rocky Helmet is gone, and his is not. Let's see if I defog. I played this endgame pretty sloppily. I got cocky at the end, especially the Dragapult turn. Like, what the fuck was I thinking? Now, to be fair, he was Terra Steel, so he would have lived my move from the Pope. So yeah, he should. I didn't expect Dragon Tail, but should. Now I made it come down to potential luck when it didn't need to ever come in this direction. Is it 29%? Yeah, it didn't need to ever come, because now the Qingpao, well, it doesn't have Shampa. It doesn't have yeah, it's gonna come down to potential luck with Rotom. So guys, learn from my mistakes here. Don't ever get cocky with your end games. The Terra Steel threw me. I thought even with that, there's just no hope. I was thinking about the last match. Something terrestrialize in that game, but the Earthquake here. He might store his dance as a last ditch. No idea why he throat chopped. But because he doesn't have Icicle Crash, I suppose he could crit. But now I let it come down to missing Hydro Pump here because I Volt Switch. This thing gets agility. I've seen some agility variants, but this doesn't have it. Obviously we stack Corviknight here. Volt Switch. Actually, Volt Switch wins. Yeah, I win with Volt Switch. No, I don't. Oh God, I actually might not. One did 35, one did. We're men. We're hydro pumping here. He's probably actually at 32, but we're men. Yeah. That was a horribly executed endgame, guys. Don't get arrogant with your endgames. Very horribly. But this team won most of the fucking games. Insane. But yeah, don't use this team, guys. It's truly the worst team of all time. Truly. But if you want to use Baxcallibur and it's your favorite mod or something, go for it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.